guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you our once a month grocery haul for our family of 11 for the month of April. I have bought all of our groceries for the month, except I will go back halfway through, stop by some store halfway through the month just to pick up some more fresh fruits and vegetables and some milk. Other than that, I have all of it. I typically go to about 4 stores when I do my once a month shopping, and we like to spend about $1,300 or less. That's our budget. Today I did something a little unusual that will cost me more now but save me more later, so I'll show you what that is. And I should also tell you ahead of time that my husband and I try to eat, I try to eat mostly Trim Healthy Mama, but I tend to do a lot of S meals, and my husband's eating keto, which is a lot of the fat meals, which are S meals and Trim Healthy Mama. So the way we're eating kind of goes together pretty well, and then our kids kind of eat around that. So we make dinners and stuff that are mainly keto friendly, I would say, and we just add carbs in for our kids, but our kids eat differently than us for breakfast and lunch. My kids also range in age from 15 down to 11 months. So our 11-month-old is eating a lot, but obviously not as much as our 15-year-old. In fact, our 8-year-old's eating more than all of them right now. Kids. Please don't mind my messy floor. I have children. This is the big haul from Sam's Club, and that's what I'm gonna show you first, plus the household products. That $1,300 budget includes our diapers. We try to cloth diaper a lot to save on that, but we do buy some disposable diapers, and that also includes our household products. So there's an ebb and flow. Sometimes we need more of some things and sometimes more of other things, kind of works out. So we start with these 000 yogurts. These are no sugar, no artificial sweeteners. They're made with stevia, I think, and no zero fat, high protein. So Solo really likes these. He eats those, and I have one once in a long time if I'm desperate for something sweet and there's nothing around. It's not my favorite. On our road trip, we had picked up some of these little cucumbers at Sam's Club and this dip, and Solo really loved it. It actually is really, really good. It's maybe not the cheapest keto snack ever, but it is so good, and it's nice to have on hand. He asked me to grab more of that for him this week, and so, or this month. We'll see how long it lasts, maybe a couple weeks. When the dip's gone, the dip's gone. It's a nice change up though. I got these mushrooms. We make butter chicken. I have a video about butter chicken, and I'm gonna try these mushrooms with it. We're also making another dish that I'm gonna use the mushrooms in. Plus I like to put them in my kale for breakfast in the morning. This coconut oil is just what we cook with mostly, the main oil we cook with, so I'm always buying that. I got 2 things of these tomatoes. I'm hoping that you're getting better and better as we're getting closer to warm weather here. And a big thing of salt. Gosh, that's like $1 or something. I'm always amazed at how cheap salt is. I like buying the pink Himalayan salt, but right now I just wanted the cheap stuff. I got 2 huge cottage cheese and 2 huge sour cream. We're a big family, people. And then these cheeses, the last few months I've just bought 2 each month, and this last month we needed a little more than that. So I got a little more, and I put these straight into the freezer. We use them in a lot of different dinners, especially that we make. Solo likes putting them in eggs when he makes eggs for the kids. So in the freezer, they never go bad. If I overbuy, it's fine, because we'll always use them next month. I'll show you our household items. We got some dishwasher soaps. I used to use not the pods, but it is so much easier when kids are running the dishwasher that they just grab one of those. So I've switched to that and haven't switched back. And we got a big toilet paper. We always buy either 1 or 2 of those every month. Okay, that was a workout getting that box open, but I'm gonna show you what we picked up this time. Now, we've talked a lot about how in the past we bought a half a cow and we were wanting to buy a whole cow soon. I've probably been talking about this for more than 6 months, and we have not done it yet. And right now we're just saving up for a Kenya trip, and buying a cow is really expensive. It saves you a lot of money in the long run, and the meat is very good. Around here we're gonna get a grass-fed cow, maybe grain finished, and it's great meat and it's a great deal. But we also don't even have freezer room right now. So it's just something we keep putting off, and we probably won't actually do it until after we get through our Kenya trip. Taking our whole family overseas is expensive, as you can imagine. So one of my neighbors recently told me how she saves a lot of money on beef. We really like the 90-10 ground beef from Sam's Club. So she told me she gets the pack of 8 10-pounders. Are they 10-pound? I'm sure they are. Okay, I think they're 10 pounds each. Maybe they're a little more. But what I do know is they're $2.68 a pound. It's the cheapest way we can buy this meat. And The beef is really good. So my neighbor told me she does this. They love it, saves them a lot of money, so I thought I'd try it out. So I'm gonna cut these into portions. I think I'll cut each one of them into 4. If it is 10 pounds a roll, which I think it is, that would be about 2.5 pounds each. We can usually do that for a dinner unless we're making a whole lot extra and we want a lot of leftovers. This will last us a while. We were saving some money for getting a whole cow. So if my grocery budget goes over, I'm just gonna take this out of that savings toward a big amount of meat at once, because this is not something we're just gonna eat this month, and it will help us for months to come, because we eat ground beef once a week for sure, and then once in a while a second time. Back to the food. Sorry, I'm rambling today, people. Okay, I got this stewed beef, and we do this once a week. We make Kenyan food. Solo loves cooking with this kind of beef a lot. Sometimes he does just half. So a lot of times he does a whole, and then he saves the extra for his and my lunches, or the kids' lunches too. We love Kenyan food around here, all kinds of Kenyan food, but he loves it all with beef. So there's lots of that. Some of that might go into next month. We'll see. I got 8 pounds of butter, 3 blocks of cheese. That's what we use for our sandwiches and on tortillas for lunches for the kids. This mozzarella cheese, we've been making a lot of quesadillas. That's a once a week lunch for us. And I'm also making a lazy lasagna, it's called. It's a Trim Healthy Mama lasagna without noodles. Calls for that kind of cheese. Uses a lot of spinach. This I use on my salads, I like that. A couple things of heavy whipping cream. There's some meals I'd make with that, and desserts. I've been getting Greek yogurt and using more and more of it. There's several meals I'm making with it, so I need it a lot. I make my own yogurt a couple times a week for the kids for breakfast. It's not low fat, low carb, anything like that. But lately I've just been using, instead of using a starter from the previous batch, I've been using just the store-bought stuff for a starter, so I'll use half a cup each time for the starter, and it just makes my homemade yogurt a little thicker. Still saving me a lot of money. Brussels sprouts we eat for dinners. These broccolis we'll also roast. We roast all that stuff with dinners, and I'll pick up more of that if I run out before the end of the month. But usually those bags, if I don't open them, they will last. Maybe not the broccoli. Actually, the broccoli I'm using for a salad. I don't know what I'm talking about. The Brussels sprouts can last a month though, unopened. So those Chobani yogurts we use for the kids' snacks once a week. These I'm using for, what am I using for those? Oh, a Chinese chicken salad, yum. And these I'm using for the dinner salads. We're having 2, and my own salads. Hopefully there's enough of that. And then I got some frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries. We use those for smoothies. The kids love them for snacks as well. Frozen broccoli for more dinner stuff. Shrimp. We're making a Pakistani meal, and I think I'm gonna make a video of that one and share it with you guys. Then we got some tilapia. We try to cook with tilapia, shrimp, or salmon once a week around here. I just want my kids really used to the fish taste. We are in the middle of the United States, like a very smack dab middle. So our fish and shrimp and stuff probably comes from afar. But I don't want them to be unfamiliar with shrimp and fish and all those things. So I got 5 big bags of tortillas. They're 20 in each. We tried these out last month and they were great. Solo and I don't eat a lot of rice the way we're eating right now. And we do like to cook with a lot of brown rice. But sometimes for our Kenyan meals, or if just the kids are having rice and Solo and I are having like cauliflower rice, then we'll do this basmati rice. They love this. Basmati rice is just its own unique flavor. It's what Solo ate a lot in Kenya, so since he's always given it to the kids, they really like that kind of rice, and it's a great deal at Sam's Club. Got 2 big bags of chicken breasts. I have another bag in my freezer already. 2 bags of string cheese is something the kids snack on around here, as well as they love these carrots and snap peas. I didn't buy ranch dressing this month. I'm going to make my own, which is another reason I needed this stuff, because I make it with Greek yogurt and mayonnaise and some spices. It's really easy. I don't know why I don't do it more often. It probably saves me a lot of money too, and it's probably a lot healthier. But this month I decided to make myself by not buying the other. This sugar I just keep around for the kids. It's just so much easier to buy it in a big bag, but keep it around for the kids to make their cookies and treats that they love to bake. I do like to buy fruit at Aldi sometimes, but lately Aldi has been disappointing me. I think it will get better this spring and summer, but since I hadn't been to Aldi yet, I didn't want to risk that they wouldn't have good fruit. And I actually did a pickup order for all of this stuff, but there were a couple things I forgot, so I ended up walking through there right before I picked up the order. And I saw that they had some really good deals on their fruit. So I grabbed a couple bags of pears. If it's close to $1 a pound, to me, that's a pretty good deal. And then actually their organic Gala apples were the cheapest of all the apples, and they were close to $1 a pound too. They also had a good deal on these Halo oranges. My kids devour these, they won't last long at all. And then they also had strawberries, where they seemed like a pretty good deal, and actually they taste pretty good too. I'm sure they're coming from far south, but they were not bad. My kids have already gotten into the top one and ate half of it just while we were unloading. Someone wasn't working very hard. Okay, then we got some avocados. These prices are getting better too. After I'd already done my pickup order, my grandma called me and told me they're on sale at Aldi for 39 cents each. I'm gonna get more there, I bet. And then I got 2 things of bacon. I use this in kale. Solo cooks eggs for the kids with it a lot. This is our sweeteners. We use honey to make granola. We use maple syrup to sweeten our yogurt and different things like that. There were 2 other things I got at Sam's Club. They are coming online, and so I don't think I'll be able to show you that. That would be Kleenex. I don't know why they sent that online. They always have that in the store. Must be the one I picked out. And then whole wheat flour. A couple months ago, if you watched my haul video, I showed you that I bought their whole wheat flour, and it came in 4 or 5 bags, big bags of it, and we really liked it. It was good, and it's a little cheaper than buying it just like single smaller bags at Walmart. So I liked it a lot. I haven't done a big co-op order like I'm planning to do one of these days. And so I ordered it again. It took us a couple months. We have 1 bag left, I think, and then some in the container I keep in the cupboard. So it's just time to restock. This one should last me, I bet, 3 months or so. Those will be coming in the mail. Altogether, I think it was $883 for all of these groceries, including what's coming in the mail. So $883, and like I said, if I go over budget, I will take that $210 for that ground beef out of my budget and take it from a savings account that we have for the large meat purchase. Next, I'll show you our Walmart order. I did the pickup service there too, and boy, I sure love their pickup service. We got some of these whole wheat noodles. The kids eat this for lunches once a week. And I have 3 other, we do a box and a half per lunch. I do either a pizza pasta salad or tuna, mayonnaise, and peas in it, which is I think what they're wanting this month. And then some spaghetti noodles. They'll eat this with spaghetti and with chicken Alfredo that we make. When I do spaghetti around here, I use this low sugar pizza sauce. It has no added sugar. And so I use 3 of those and at least 3 pounds of ground beef. It's an easy meal. In fact, I could use some of those mushrooms in this too. That would be good. The kids actually like it. They used to hate mushrooms, and one time my dad told them, those mushrooms are chicken mushrooms. And they believed him. Ever since, they've all loved mushrooms, and they know they're not chicken. It was a mental block, I guess, and they got over that mental block, and now they all like mushrooms. We got Legos in here too. Okay, these chopped spinach, we make a Kenyan meal with that. I've been using this Indian sauce I'll show you that I get from Aldi, and just throw it in a pressure cooker with chicken, or in a crock pot with chicken, and I'm gonna start throwing in a bag of spinach. I'm also making that lasagna that calls for frozen spinach, so hope I have enough spinach actually. Solo and I love this mashed cauliflower, especially the roasted garlic one. It is not good on its own. If you're trying it out, I don't really recommend it just plain. But what we do, if we're eating it on its own like a side dish, we add a lot of cheese and bacon bits. It's really good that way. Or like yesterday, we made that Indian meal I just spoke of, and the kids had it over rice, and we poured it over this stuff. And so if it's heavily doused in sauce, it's really good too. It does have a mashed potato consistency. I make a low carb flour out of these 2 plus oat fiber, not oat flour. Just equal parts of all 3 of those, and I make some just like keto treats, Trim Healthy Mama treats out of that, and I'm just getting those to stock up my pantry. This is coconut milk. We cook with that at least twice a month. We got these 2 huge things of eggs. They're 60 count each. And these chili packets. Now I make my own taco seasoning, and I know these packets are not like the healthiest to buy. It's better to use your own spices, but to be honest with you, my mom cooked with these when I was a kid. I really like the flavor of this, and I've tried many chili recipes that just don't taste like my childhood. Got a couple of milks because I'll get the rest at Aldi, but they don't let me get as much as I need. And then I got a call at 7 a.m. this morning, and they said, ma'am, you wouldn't believe it, but the computer changed your 4 bananas to 40. And we're just wanting to make sure that that was a mistake. And I was like, nope, that's not a mistake. I want 40 bananas. The guy on the phone told me that rarely ever happens that somebody orders that many, and when they do, it's generally a mistake. And I'm looking at these 40 bananas, I'm like, that doesn't even look like enough. Walmart's the only place where I have to like say exactly how many bananas I want. The first time I think I got 25 and I thought that was a lot. And I looked at it and I'm like, oh shoot, that's not even gonna last a week. It didn't even last a couple days, it seems like. And then, so the next time I got 30, that wasn't enough. And this time I got 40 and this doesn't look like enough either. It's hard to know exactly how many bananas you use in a couple weeks. But that's 40 bananas, guys. When they're gone, they're gone. We got some other fruit. These kids will survive. That Walmart total was $76. I have an open pantry. I always have an open pantry. Today they gave me a coupon and said if I share Walmart pickup with a friend, they get $10 off and I get $10 off. And I share Walmart pickup with you guys every month. So I'm like, sure, I'll share it with a friend. So I'm gonna put a code down below. If you have not tried Walmart pickup yet and you like $10 of free groceries, please check out my code and you'll get $10 and I'll get $10. But it's not like a sponsored video or anything. It's literally the dude putting the groceries in my car told me about it. And it was funny because Belle and I had just been sitting there talking about how amazing it is to just pull up and have them put groceries in your car. And then he told me, if you share it with a friend, I was like, well, I have a few friends that might want to know about it. I don't know. All right, I just did the math on that ground beef and it looks like it was $2.68 a pound times 80 pounds. It would be $214. I paid $210. So they must weigh it and it's close to 10-pound rolls. Tubes. Are you stealing more strawberries?
Can I have more strawberries?
Gotta wash those, babe.
Can I have another strawberry?
Another one? Okay, let's go watch the rest and you can have them.
Okay.
Welcome to the next day. I tried to get it all done in one day. That would be my preference, but life happens sometimes and it didn't work out that way. I got some stuff to show you from Aldi. Here's what I got at Aldi. So let's start here. We got a couple bags of potatoes. I use these baked potatoes for lunches as well as side dishes for our dinners for the kids. And sweet potatoes, same thing. Red onions, I'm making a broccoli salad for dinner one night and it calls for red onions. And red onions just make everything better, right? My grandma was right, 39 cents each. I think I got 8 of them. Aldi changed their egg rule to a limit of 3. Lovely for me. But I noticed that they didn't have a limit for the milks. However, I'd already gotten 2 somewhere else, so I only needed 6. I got 6 applesauce. We use these for breakfast once a week, the kids do. And then these chopped kale, I make kale a lot for my own breakfast. These bagels are for breakfast once a week for the month. Never have problem with bagels going bad in a month. Even if I have leftover into the next month, they're always fine for me. And this cream cheese goes with those. These low-fat cream cheese are the ones I will cook with. The lasagna calls for cream cheese, and then a chicken Alfredo I do as well. Then I got green onions. I love those on my salads. They make salads so much better. Plus I think there are a few recipes I make this month that call for green onions. Those should last for the month. And then for cilantro, I will buy those again halfway through the month. These tikka masala sauces, I use 3 of them with a bunch of chicken breasts in the crock pot or the pressure cooker once a month for a dinner. It is such an easy dinner because I just dump it all in and start it. This month I plan to add some frozen spinach in it and maybe some mushrooms. These usually I get at Trader Joe's, but they had them there, so I use these a lot on my salads as well. Green onions and sunflower seeds make it the best. These are slivered almonds, and I use these in a Chinese chicken salad I get out of the Trim Healthy Table cookbook. It's a great healthy recipe, and they have a lot of great ones in there. I'll link that book below if you're looking for a new cookbook. I was glad to see they had these at Aldi, and we love that chicken salad. So Chinese flavored, kind of. I got a few Laughing Cow cheese to eat on Wassa crackers that we have left over, or sprouted grain bread. And actually, sprouted grain bread is the only thing they did not have at Aldi today that I needed. That was unfortunate, and I will probably stop at Trader Joe's or have Solo stop at Trader Joe's at some point in the next couple weeks to get some, because we really do like having that around. They did have my chocolate though, and I had some left over, so I just grabbed 4 of those. And then chocolate chips, because the kids use these maybe sometimes on their granola or baking with it. I like to have plenty around. I like having this around just for the baby. If we're eating breakfast that she can't have very well, like eggs, I still am avoiding for the next month until she turns 1, or different things. It's just nice to have these available. Granola bars we do once a month for snack, so I got 5 boxes of those. And then I got these 2 mixes because Hope's birthday is today. It's March 29th when I'm filming this. And we're gonna have a party for her either tomorrow or in a couple of days, and so we can make these, or the kids will make these up for me. And then also I got 3 pizzas because you know, it's her birthday and I grocery shopped and I don't really have time to cook dinner because we have something in church tonight. So good thing Hope likes pizza. It was a good excuse for me. I got these large Ziploc bags because I've used all of mine because of all that ground beef that I bought, and I metered it out. I cut each of them into 4 and I ended up having to borrow some bags from a neighbor because I ran out. So I got plenty of those and already have my ground beef frozen into 2.5 pound chunks, which is what I'll use for each meal about. Got these taco shells. We're doing tacos one night and we haven't had hard shells for a while, so that'll be fun. And I got some turkey and ham lunch meat. The kids eat ham a lot. I got 4 of those for the month. And then Trim Healthy Mama does like low carb sandwiches, but it's not low carb, keto low carb. It's like an E or just an energy. It's good carbs. So we would use some sprouted grain bread, some Laughing Cow cheese, and some turkey, and then tomatoes and cucumbers and that kind of thing on the sandwich. It's really good. And it still doesn't spike your blood sugar badly. That's kind of Trim Healthy Mama and how you eat that way. So these are 4 oatmeal. I had several, 4 I think. And so I think that's what I'll need for the month. 3 pineapple. We really like pineapple. The kids eat it. We'll cut one up for a dessert one night. But ever since we got that pineapple slicer, if you guys haven't checked that out, you really should. It is so easy. You just punch it in there, twist it, and you get a whole bunch of rings of pineapple in about 30 seconds. It's amazing. I'll link that down below too. Instead of their snack of hot chocolate, it's getting warmer, so they wanted me to replace it with popsicles. But Aldi did not have any good deals. They had some all fruit ones, but they were so expensive. So I'm gonna get them at Sam's Club next month, I think, or Walmart, just the tube kind or whatever. Anyway, they lucked out because these were the cheapest they had, and they're ice cream bars. So that'll be a snack once a week for the kids. I think these are like $2.19 a box of 12. So the fruit ones were a box of 6 for $3.50. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. So I got 3 low-fat cottage cheese. I'll use these in the lasagna to make like a ricotta thing, and we also use those in smoothies to give some protein in there. And then salmon, we'll do this once this month for a dinner. And I got, one of my viewers told me that they have lactose-free milk, a good one at Aldi. So we picked that up. And then, let's see, all that's left is some cans that go in my cupboard. Crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and tuna. I was gonna go to Trader Joe's, usually I do, but I was able to get everything I needed really at Aldi. And the only thing I really love at Trader Joe's is their peanut butter, but we had 4 left over, and a viewer from New Zealand sent us this New Zealand peanut butter. It's a massive thing of natural peanut butter, and it's really good. So we've been eating this. Thank you again. So I was able to skip Trader Joe's this time. My total at Aldi was $2.32, and then I had also an internet order of Vitacost again. I showed you this last month if you watched my haul last month, but I got 6 of these raw honey, and we went through about 4 of them last month. So I just got a couple more because I like to get the free shipping, so I make sure my order gets to that $49. And I also got their Vital Wheat gluten. I couldn't find it at Walmart where I found it before, and I use this in my bread machine recipes. So I just got one of those, and then also some biotin. Belle takes biotin every day, Belle and Destiny, because they have a deficiency that they were born with. So here's my 6 raw honey, and it is allergy season around here, so it's good that we have lots of this. My total there was just over 50. So now I will show you my grand total.